Hello, welcome you all to learnautomation.com. This is Mukesh. So in this tutorial, we are going to cover cross-browser testing in Selenium. So you might have heard of this sentence number of times and you must be confused how to achieve this in Selenium. So today we are going to discuss the same. So before starting, let's see the high level agenda. So today we'll see what is cross-browser testing actually and how to achieve cross-browser testing in Selenium. So these two will be like, theoretical, and we'll see how to execute test cases in multiple browsers using testng parameters. And finally, we'll see how to check how to execute test cases in multiple browsers in parallel mode. Okay. So in the third point, we will see how to execute in multiple browsers, but you will see it will run in a sequence manner. But later on, we will add one more feature, so it will run all the test cases in parallel mode. Okay. And finally, we'll check the reports, how exactly the reports will look like if we are running cross-browser testing. So let's get started. I will open Eclipse, and I'm assuming everyone has installed Selenium. So if you have not installed, you can refer my previous tutorial and you can install Selenium. So I will directly create a small program which will execute in multiple browsers. So I will click on src and I will create package and I will say cross browsers. I will click on finish and let me quickly create one program. Okay, before moving to the actual program, in cross browser means, now let's say you have one test case and that test case you are executing in particular browser. So let's say you are executing on Firefox, but if you want to execute the same test case in multiple browsers like Chrome, Safari, Opera, and so on, right? So in that case, you don't have to write multiple test cases. What you can do, you can create a small test case, it will be your actual test case, and with the help of testng, we will be running that test case in multiple browsers without any additional coding. Okay, so we are going to do the same now. I will create a small program called verify title. Since it's a separate concept, so remaining code will be same, so you can achieve later on what exactly functionality you want to do in your test case. As of now, I will be verifying title. So I will quickly create a small program, and if you know how to write this program, you can simply move to the next topic. As of now, I will create verify page title. This is the actual test case name, and I will write a program now. It's a 3 line of code. I will say WebDriver, and I will take this WebDriver as a global variable today because we are going to use this in multiple test cases. So I will say WebDriver driver. So this is my global variable, and I will be using this variable inside this test case. Okay. So here now we'll create annotation test. Okay, and I will use testng. Now you need to take parameters today. Okay, now what exactly this parameter means? So we will parameterize this test case. So whatever parameters we will pass, based on that parameters, it will execute my test case. So in this program, we are running our test cases in multiple browsers. So I will take one parameters and make sure these parameters you are taking from testng package, because the same parameters you will get in test JUnit as well. So make sure you are not taking from the different package. Take from org.testng.annotations. Okay. In this parameters, you need to specify a value. Okay, which value you will pass from your XML file. Okay. Let me put my phone on silent. Yeah. So this browser we will pass from our XML file. So we'll discuss about XML file. So what I will do, I will compare now, and whatever browser I will get. So I will say browser. Okay. And make sure, yes, I did a small mistake. Whatever browser you are taking from XML, you need to accept into your test. So I will say browser name. Okay. So whatever parameters will pass from XML, it will store in this variable called browser name. So I will simply compare this every time if browser name dot equal ignore case. So this is a predefined method in Java, okay, which will compare the values. So we'll compare if the parameter which we are passing from XML is equal to Firefox, then we will initiate Firefox browser. So I will say Firefox driver. Okay, then I will write else. I will put else if now. If it is not equal to Firefox, definitely it will go to else. And again, I am writing one if condition, like if browser's name dot equal ignore case equal to Chrome. So don't worry, we'll pass this parameters from XML, then you will get this exact meaning. So just give me a couple of minutes, let me write this program, then we'll pass the same parameters from XML file. And if it is equal to Chrome, we'll initiate Chrome driver. And as we all know that for executing different browsers like Chrome, IE, Safari, Opera, we need to give the system variables, right? System property. Because by default Selenium comes with Firefox. So for Chrome, I need to add one more line called system.setProperty. Okay, and here we need to specify WebDriver.Chrome.driver. And in the second argument, I need to specify the path of this driver. I'm assuming you are familiar with how to execute your test case on Chrome. If not, then you can refer my blog. There I explained how to execute test cases on Chrome. But if you're already familiar, so let me simply add this Chrome one. So I will go to Selenium driver. So this is the folder where I generally keep all my drivers. So in C drive, I have one folder called Selenium driver, and I have kept Chrome driver and I driver server. So let me specify the path here. And let's make the small change, use 2 backward slash. Same thing I will do for IE as well. If it is not equal to Firefox and Chrome, then it will check one more time, like else if one more time. Okay, again I will check if browser names dot equals ignore case equal to IE. Okay, then I will say driver dot internet explorer driver. And for I as well, we need to specify the same. So I will simply copy this. I will do a small change and my program will be ready. So in spite of Chrome, I will say IE, and here I need to specify the path for IE driver. So let me check here. It's IE driver server, IE driver server .exe. That's all. This is what you need to make changes in your program. And once you are done with this is your if else conditions close. So now once your driver initialize, you can perform your activity like driver dot manage dot windows dot maximize. Okay, and I will open my blog now. You can open your application. So I will simply open http colon double slash www dot learn automation.com, and I will simply take the title. So I will use this out system.out.println. Oh, so whatever title it will give, I will simply print it. So I will say driver dot get title, and after this title, I will simply close my browser. So I will say driver dot quit. So this is what my test case does. So it will simply accept parameter, browser parameter. This parameter will pass now. So depends on the parameter. If I'm passing parameter Firefox, it will execute Firefox browser and it will perform the remaining activity. Since it is matching with if conditions, it will not go to else statement, so it will not execute your Chrome and IE. So depends on your parameters, it will do the complete activity. So let's run this, and before running, make sure you are creating an XML file because we need to pass the parameter. So I will simply right click on my Java program and I will say convert to testng. Okay, and you can see here by default location is coming my package, sorry, it's my project, and the XML file is coming testng.xml. You can change it. So let me change to cross browser.xml. Suite name, let it be class test name. And right now I'm not getting this parallel mode. Later on we'll change this. So as of now you can click on finish, and you can see I'm getting one cross browser.xml. If you don't rename this, it's okay, it's perfectly okay, it's totally up to you. I generally rename this so that once I um, check my code, I can see what exactly this XML file is doing. So you can see here I have created this XML, so I'm not getting class name. So let me quickly add. So you need to add class name equal to, in double quotes you need to specify the class name followed by package. So our package is cross browser, so you can check from here. Our package is cross browsers. Inside this browser cross browser package, I have a separate class called verify title. So let me take the complete path and I will say cross browsers dot, and I will take this class name. Okay, so yes, and yes, close this. Don't forget to close this, otherwise it will throw error. Now the main important point. So if you run this program, it will simply run, but here we need to pass some parameters. So type parameter. Okay, it's not giving parameter. No. So let's take this. I will say parameter name equal to browser, and I will specify the value here. Okay, so you need to specify the name here. Use space and say value. So value I will give Firefox, and let me close this. So I will use this forward slash. Okay, and I closed. So it is giving issue here. It is giving some issue. Test name equal to test. Okay, let's run this and we'll analyze the output why it is giving this error. As of now you can skip this because we are not running parallelly, and for test it is throwing maybe some tag issue. We'll see this. So if you run this program, let's see what is the output. Run this as testng test. It is throwing some null pointer exception. It looks like some testng issue. Test name it should not throw. Let me remove this. Okay, let me close this. Okay, I got the issue. We have not added the classes tag here. Okay, so let's add classes, and you need to close this classes here. Okay, inside classes we can add, so we were missing this classes tag. Okay, so let me give some space so it will be more readable format. Okay, so inside classes we have specified this parameter, and let's make it on top. Let's say here. Okay, so it will be applicable for all the classes. So now you can see I have this XML ready. Inside this XML I'm passing one parameter called browser, and this browser, the value which I'm passing, it should match with your program. So if I'm passing browser here, you should accept the same here called browser. If I'm passing here some browser's name, it should match with the browser's name here. Okay, so let's run this program, and still it is giving one more error here. So let's see. It is saying yeah, it should be terminated, so we will terminate this classes tag. Yes, now let's run this testng suite. Okay, so you can see it's running our XML file which is available here, and what exactly it will do, it will simply pass this parameter to our test case, and we are passing Firefox, right? So your program will come here, it will check, it will store all the value here, and it will store in this browser name. So it's, you can see it's executing. So let me minimize this because it will run simply by verifying the title, and it will match with Firefox. It will execute this particular code and it will execute your Firefox driver. Remaining code will be same, but our question is we need to execute the same test case in multiple browsers. Okay, so you can see this output in the console. We are getting the title and the one test case has been passed. So this is for one. Now for cross browser, what you can do, you can copy this test suite, paste one more time, and paste one more time. Okay, so let's change this value. So I will say Chrome, and I will say this IE. So now if you run this program, what exactly we did, we are passing the parameters in different test suites. So it will execute this test suites, and since you are specifying Firefox, now control will come here, it will store Firefox here, and it will check if browser name equal to Firefox, yes, so it will execute this piece of code and it will start your Firefox driver, and simply it will terminate your program. So next time when your next program will run, you can see the second test suite. This is one test suite, and now it will start with another test suite, and now this time it will check the value is Chrome. So again your program will receive Chrome in this browser name variable, and it will verify. So definitely it will not match with the Firefox, it will simply come to the else block, and here this time it will match with Chrome. So it will start Chrome browser and remaining code will be same. In the same way it will execute your third test suites, and in this case we are giving values IE. So whatever value we are giving, it will simply match. So if equal to IE, it will execute this. So now one important point here, you can see here in XML I'm giving value as IE. Okay, you can see it's in small letters, but here I'm giving capital letters. So it's perfectly okay because the method which you are talking, it's equal ignore case, so it will simply check the content, not this case sensitivity. Okay, so even though if you're giving small I or capital I, it doesn't matter. If you use equals, then only it will matter. As of now we are using equal ignore case, so it will simply check the content. So now let's run this. Hope it's clear for all. And ideally this program will fail. The reason I will tell you. So if you let me clear this, right click on this, run as testng suite. Okay, and yes, this is the same as expected, and it is giving this issue that two tests in the same suite cannot have the same name. The reason is we have simply copy pasted. Okay, so you can see this test suite name is test, this test suite name is test, and for this also we are giving test. So you should not have the same name. So let me change this to Firefox test cases. In the same way I will change this for all the test suites. In this I will say Chrome test suites, oh sorry, Chrome test cases, and same I will make changes for IE test cases. Okay, now it should run, and you can see here I'm not giving any parallel attributes, so now it will run in a sequence mode. It will execute your Firefox first, then Chrome, and then IE. So once we start executing parallelly, we need to add one more attribute called parallel. So let me run this first, and you can see started your XML file, crossbrowser.xml. Since Firefox comes by default with Selenium, so it takes 5 to 6 seconds, sometimes takes 10 seconds, depends on your machine. So it will open Firefox now. It will simply open my blog where it will print the title and close. So let's wait. My net speed is quite slow today, it's taking so much time to load my page. In your case, it will run perfectly, depends on your net speed. So once the page will load perfectly, it will simply close this. Yes, and now it has started Chrome. So you can see on the console, and you can see the Chrome is running little bit faster because Chrome and I is the third party driver we are using, so it's quite fast. So in case of I, you will see it will run very fast. And in the console as well, you can see it's running your Chrome driver 2.15. We are using the latest version of this Chrome driver. So again, now page has been loaded. It will close this. Still loading. Yeah. And now finally your IE browser. So you can see it on console. And IE also, it's very fast. It's loading very faster. And you can see this message as well. This is the initial start page for the WebDriver server. So it will run. Okay, now let me check this. Yeah, it's running. your IE, and we are running with 64-bit. And if you go through this particular uh, you can see another console result of running suit, so you can see it's running your IE, so it has not given the status, but for Firefox, for Chrome it has given. And yes, IE also it has executed, so now it is giving you complete info. Okay, like what are the parameters we have passed, so you can verify this. So now it is running sequentially, but our main intention, anyways, if you are not running parallel, it's completely okay. You can, sorry, you can write the code in this way. But in case if you have requirement that you have to execute all the tests in parallel mode, then you can say here parallel parallel equal to tests. Okay, so what does it mean? So right now it is running your test sequentially. Once this is complete, then only it's running the second test case, then third. So if you say parallel equal to test, so what it will do, it will create a three threads. One thread will be assigned for Firefox, one thread will be assigned for Chrome, one thread will be assigned for IE. So it will start executing parallelly. It doesn't matter which test case are getting pass or fail. Each thread will be running separately. So let's run this and analyze the same output. As of now, I will clear this console. Same, I will clear this for, okay. So now let's run this XML finally, and you will see it will start parallelly. Okay, you can see Chrome is started, I started. It's running very fast, so let me show you. You can see this. You can see Firefox is little lazy, so it's still not appeared. Mm, so Chrome is appearing, your IE appeared, and now Firefox came. So all test cases are running parallelly, you can see here. And let's wait. Okay, it will run. Yeah, Chrome completed, it has closed. I completed it, closed. So last one is your Firefox, it will close this as well. Yes, it's all done, and you can see now console it's printing, and all the test cases has been passed. And this is the another way of checking your parameters. Like for this particular suit we are passing Chrome, for this particular test suit we are passing IE, and for this we are passing Firefox. Okay, in the same way you can try in your application, and it's very easy. Only need to specify these parameters in your test cases, and the same parameter you need to specify in your XML file. Okay, let me check the agenda whether we have covered all the topics or not. Yes. So what is cross browser testing, how to achieve this, how to execute test cases in multiple browser, and how to execute test cases in multiple browser in parallel mode. So finally, if you want to check reports as well, so let's refresh our project. Okay, you will get this test output, and if you open any of this report, so let me open email report. Okay, so you can see here we are passing one parameter only. So for this Chrome test cases, we are passing Chrome as one parameter. For IE, we are passing IE, and for Firefox, Firefox. So right now in this example, I have shown how to pass single parameter, but you are not restricted to only one parameter. You can pass multiple parameter based on your requirement. So generally what we do in our organization, we pass URL, username, password, and browser. Okay. So in the same way, you can customize based on your requirement. So in the next video, I will show you how to pass multiple parameters and how to catch the multiple parameters in your test cases. Okay. So hope you like this video. Okay, and in case any doubt, you can contact me. My email ID is mukesh.otwani.50@gmail.com. And in case if you like this video, please share with your friends, subscribe to my channel for the future updates. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. This is Mukesh. Bye bye.